The flat fee era for creators is ending. Now, I know that's a really bold statement, but let me explain to you what I mean by this. So, for years, brands have always paid a flat fee to their creators, whether the post gets 10 bajillion views or it flops. The brand and the agency are still paying that flat fee that was agreed at the beginning. And that's changing. We see this all the time with WAP, Whoop, WAP, however you say it. The clipping era, which is absolutely booming. If you don't know what clipping is, Google it. It's a whole different discussion about what clipping is. But essentially, these are campaigns that are paying out creators based on the amount of views that they're getting. Right? This one right here is 129,000, 112,000, 49,000, etc. And clipping is absolutely booming, which is why I'm saying the flat fee model is going to be slowly dying, because we're entering the performance era where creators get rewarded not just for posting, but for delivering results and getting views. As you know, attention is probably the number one currency right now in the creator economy. Let me give you real life examples of how this could be applied. So with YouTube ad revenue, YouTube is not just paying every single person who posts on their platform like $2,000 for every video they post. No, creators are getting paid by YouTube from the amount of views that their videos are getting and how long people are actually paying attention to that video. If you look here, YouTube, with part of the YouTube Partner Program, YouTube paid more than $70 billion to creators, artists, media companies from 2021 to 2023. Again, on the performance world, pro athletes are generally the same thing, right? They don't just get a flat paycheck every year and then call it a day. No, they get paid more for, if they score goals, if they hit home runs, if they show up to playoffs, they're getting bonuses for doing those things. And this type of approach to performance is entering the creator economy. Why? Because performance matters. And I saw a little bit of an opportunity here because there's no platform out there that allows you to easily create a campaign, send it to a creator, and tie performance views metrics to it, which is why myself and a co-founder have built Performance Collab. I'm explaining to you exactly what it is in these 2 points. You create a campaign, you set a fair base fee so that, of course, creators are valued. You can create a campaign in under 1 minute and set your CPM, X dollars per 1,000 views, whether it's $4 per 1,000 views, $10 per 1,000 views, whatever the case may be. And this can all be done in under 1 minute. I'm gonna show you exactly how to create a campaign and how that looks like. So in short, you invite your creators, Performance Collab will auto pay creators the CPM that you set. And what this allows you to do, it unlocks managing performance creators at scale. You can be running a bunch of these, because imagine having to pay out $3 per 1,000 views every 10 minutes for 5 different creators. That it's just not possible. That's just not a scalable method. Performance Collab allows you to do that. So let me show you. On Performance Collab, if you head directly to our website, if you're a brand or agency, you can go ahead, create your account. For this video, I'm going to show you an agency, a brand creating a campaign. All right, so we're gonna go here. Let's create a campaign. I'm gonna make myself a little smaller here so you can see. So let's enter a title for this campaign. So let's do a new winter running shoes line. You've released running shoes that allow you to run in the winter, which is kind of a genius idea, but okay, so the description, you can write anything here. So you can say you have assets in your Google Drive. You could put the link to your Google Drive. If you want creators to tag a specific page, you can add that here, hashtags, any other description about the shoe, how great it is, what it does, all that information here. Because obviously you can spend a little bit more time on the description, but let's just do this quickly. Okay, so anyways, you can add whatever you need to in there. Then this is where you set the budget. So the total amount you're willing to pay for this campaign. So for this example, let's pick $6,000 for this campaign. You could choose the platform, whether you want to do Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, or just Instagram and TikTok. On each platform, the main metric is views, of course, because they're all mainly videos. But on Instagram, you could choose views or reach. So reach would just be a static post. And you were paying for the CPM would be reach. But majority of the times, a lot of people just go towards views. That's where a lot of the attention is. You're going to click views, click next. Now you're going to choose a base pay. So this is a base pay that will trigger once the creator posts it on their page and sends the URL into Performance Collab and the brand accepts. This base pay will auto pay to the creator. So at the end of the day, you want to add something fair here. For this example, let's just do something a little bit over 50% of the budget. You can choose rate-based or tier-based. In this example, I'm going to go over rate based, but with tier based, it's pretty much what you do is you set tiers, so thresholds. So if the creator hits 40,000 views, I'm going to pay this much. 80,000 views, I'm going to pay this much. Of course, I went over my budget, so you just have to tweak these numbers to, obviously be within your $6,000 budget. Actually, no, be within your $2,500 budget because a lot of it's being put into the base pay, right? So going back to rate base, so what am I adding here? So this is the CPM. This is how much you're willing to pay per 1,000 views that creator will generate for your campaign collab that you guys are doing. Let's just pick an example. Let's just do like $9. So what does $9 tell me? $9 tells me that the creator will get paid out all the performance budget, which is $2,500, once the creator gets 277,000 views, right? If that creator normally gets 1 million views, 800,000 views per video, whatever, 500,000 views per video, we're like, okay, you know what? Maybe I could lower my CPM a little bit because I know for sure they're going to get 277. So maybe let me do $7 or $5, 500,000 views. Sure, let's do that. Or say the creator only gets 80,000 views per video. Of course, 500,000 are most likely never going to hit that. So you would increase it to, let's do $30. So that brings it to like 83,000 views, right? Once you figured out exactly what a good CPM is, you hit continue, and now you invite that creator. So you literally write their name here. You write their email so that they can receive it in the email, and they will literally receive this campaign directly sent to their email. And what's so amazing about this platform, obviously I'm excited, but you are also able to make a campaign live, like a public link. So you could share it on your Instagram bio. You could DM it to creators that you want to work with. You can literally DM them the campaign and they can accept it. You could add it to your website. You could share it wherever. If you have a newsletter, you could share it in a newsletter to have creators apply to your campaign. You could do whatever you want with it, which is pretty awesome. So you hit continue. Now let's go over the campaign details before launching. So you have a campaign budget of $6,000. So this is the total amount that you're going to spend max. You have a base pay of $3,500. This will be auto paid out once the essentially the post is live. There's $2,500 in performance pay that the creator can get paid based on the amount of views that their video gets. And one creator was invited. So this is a rate-based campaign. We have $30 per 1,000 views. Total views need to be hit in order to release all performance pay. And the selected platform is Instagram. So what makes Performance Collab so great is that it works as a win-win situation. And I'll tell you why it's a win-win situation for both. A lot of times I've seen it in the past, creators will feel bad that sometimes they might have overcharged an agency or a brand for a post that flopped. And yeah, you might have gotten that big sum of money at the beginning, but the chances of that brand or agency working with that creator for a second time will be very low, right? Because that post flopped. But with Performance Collab, how it makes it a win-win, if the post flops, the brand or the agency will get refunded the unused budget in that campaign. And now you are building long-term partnerships between agency brands and creators because you're putting yourself in a position that says, hey, I want to do my best interest to get the most amount of views on this campaign. If it flops, the agency will get refunded, and the chances of that agency saying, hey, you know what, like I really like the way we work together, let's do round 2, let's do another version, or let's do another campaign. So the chances of long-term partnership increases. Essentially, it incentivizes the creator to go that extra mile. And they have that trust that that brand will pay them, because a lot of time, sometimes a creator could post and then the brand can disappear and not pay them anything. This, with Performance Collab, the funds are held in escrow and auto paid out automatically, right? There's no chasing that brand, say, hey, where's my payment? Where's this, where that? Everything is automatically paid out. So there's trust on both sides. And so that's pretty much in a nutshell. You hit launch campaign, boom, you send it to your creator, launch campaign, send it. I'm not going to send it to johndoe@gmail.com because that probably is a real person. So I'm going to cancel this. So if you want to give Performance Collab a try, head to performancecollab.com. If you're an agency, if you're a brand, create your brand account. You can hit get started, select them a brand, go through the flow, create your campaign. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any tweaks that you think would make the platform better, I'm always open to constructive criticism. That's how people improve. That's how platforms improve. I'll put all the links in the description of this video. If you're a creator, you can also go ahead and create your account so that you can accept campaigns even easier once they're sent to you, and also go through the flow. You know, if you think something should be tweaked or made better, let me know. Again, links are in the description. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you on the other side. Cheers. Bye for now.